Sure you feel the vibes.
What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with another video, and welcome to my NFL 2019 Week 8 game recap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the San Francisco 49ers completely wiped the floor with the Panthers. The 49ers improved to 7-0, and the Carolina Panthers moved down to 4-3. This is their first road loss of the season. Like I said, the Panthers just got completely shellacked in this game. Let's get into the numbers. There's some things I want to talk about when I get to the Panthers. I'm going to start with the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, 18 of 22, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was a pretty bad throw, right into Luke Kuechly undercuts the pass. But for the most part, he took care of the ball. He didn't really have to do a lot. The Panthers really just couldn't stop the run. The 49ers play calling when it came to different formations, different the way they ran the ball, getting the Panthers off balance. You had runs up the middle, you had runs on the outside, and it really took advantage of the aggressive front seven that the Panthers were. The Panthers were really aggressive, and they outran a lot of plays. And the 49ers took complete advantage of it. Screen passes to just get them off balance, and it worked. And you're going to see that's going to be a blueprint because the Panthers' schedule doesn't get any easier. But Jimmy G, this is a game manager game. One of the touchdown passes was a short throw. If I recall, both of them were short throws. It didn't really have to do a lot. Like I said, they had 5 rushing touchdowns in this game. Let's go down to the rushing for San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 11 carries, 105 yards, 3 touchdowns. This is a great pickup from them. I'm pretty sure he's glad not to be in that situation in Atlanta. So he's in a much better situation. And with Breida going out, I think Breida went down near the end of the second half. Tevin Coleman, they ran a bunch of different guys. Mostert. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. I'm just some of these guys' names. He had 9 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. I believe he had that one carry at the end of the game when it was 44-13 or whatever to make it 51-13. The game was pretty much over. Matt Breida, 11 carries, 35. I thought the Panthers did an okay job of slowing him down, but like I said, he got hurt and he didn't ever come back. Really didn't need him to. Deebo Samuel, 2 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. The 49ers had 38 carries, 232 yards, just a 6.1 average, and 5 touchdowns. You ain't beating nobody when you allow that many yards and you allow 5 touchdowns. Receiving wasn't really a lot. Like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo only had 175 yards passing. George Kittle, 6 receptions, 86 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, the guy they just got pretty much a week ago. Not even that. 4 receptions, 25 yards, and a touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 3 receptions, 19. Matt Breida, 1 reception, 15. Tevin Coleman, 2 receptions, 13, and a touchdown. This guy, Tevin Coleman, if you combine the receiving and rushing, had essentially 118 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns on 13 touches. So, the Panthers really had no answer for what the game plan that the 49ers came in there with. The 49ers forced 3 turnovers. Let's see if I can get exactly who got the turnovers. Nick Bosa had an interception. Richard Sherman had an interception. And Mosley had an interception. The Nick Bosa one is just insane. The dude was a beast in this game. This dude, not only is he probably going to, as long as he stays healthy and kind of continues the way he's been playing, not only is he going to win rookie defensive player of the year, but he has a chance of winning Defensive Player of the Year. He's been one of the best pass rushers. You look at the amount of pressures that he's been able to generate. I mean, you look at sacks. I don't think he has that number's obviously climbing, but the amount of pressures this dude gets, the interception doesn't. I mean, the interception helps out that case, but the dude's been a beast. He wasn't the only 49er that had more than one sack, or at least a sack. DJ Jones had a sack. Eric Armstead had 2. Blair had 1. They had 7 sacks, and a lot of pressure. Panthers really couldn't run the ball. Panthers had a couple of big runs, and the 49ers secondary pretty much blanketed the receivers. I mean, couple that with the pressure. I mean, surprised there weren't more turnovers in the game, to be perfectly honest with you. But the 49ers, they kicked their ass. The Kyle Shanahan came in there with a way better game plan. As usual, Ron Rivera coming out of a bye week. You don't see it doesn't seem like their game. They were ready for this game. You saw stupid penalties. And this is a team that doesn't get penalized in the Panthers very much. And the 49ers play calling on the offense was great. Defensively, they just lined up and whipped their ass. Just that simple. They didn't really run anything special. They just lined up and whipped their ass. A lot of 4-man rushes. And their guys, their defensive line beat the Panthers' offensive line. It's just that simple. And offensively, like I said, all the different formations, multiple guys getting touches in the running game, and getting the Panthers off balance. That's how they were able to get 232 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. Looking at the Panthers side, and it's ugly. Cal Allen, 19 of 37, 158 yards. That's a 4.3 average. Trash. Dinking and dunking. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He was sacked 7 times. And under pressure even more than that. Every single one of the interceptions is his fault. A lot of people not blaming the tight end didn't make the cut block on Nick Bosa, so he was able to pretty much intercept that. Kyle Allen literally looked at him and still threw the ball. He still threw the ball to him. And then let's not even talk about the first interception when, who was that to? Mosley? He just throws it. The dude's in tight coverage. I can't remember which receiver that was. It might have been DJ Moore. He's not open. And he still threw it anyway. And the guy, because he was in tight coverage, pretty much just undercut it. Receivers weren't getting any separation. And he wouldn't have had time to get them the ball even if they were able to get separation. I think there were some throws in there he missed. He got brought back to the pack and showed that he is a mediocre backup. He can make some nice throws, but he's not a dynamic player. You're not gonna go out there and say, I trust in Kyle Allen to go out there and win us this game. No. He's played on the back of the defense that's gotten turnovers and Christian McCaffrey. But when the defense couldn't get any stops in this game, he's not gonna go into a game that's gonna be a shootout. He's just not that guy. And he was awful in this game. Offensive line was terrible. Yes, offensive line was terrible. I don't think, like I said, the receivers weren't able to get separation. But I put every single one of those interceptions on him. Through one of them, he threw into triple coverage. The Nick Bosa one, he just throws it right to him, even though he looked at him. Just throw the ball away, bro. Throw the ball to the dirt. Moving down to Carolina's rushing, Christian McCaffrey, 14 carries, 117 yards and a touchdown. He was the only guy on the offense that seemed like he gave a damn. But when your quarterback plays that poorly, when your offensive line plays that poorly, when your receivers down the field can't get any separation, there's only so much one guy can do. Jordan Scarlett, 4 carries, 9 yards. Who cares? Yeah, by the time he got in there, it was garbage time. They didn't want McCaffrey to get any more touches. Carolina receiving, this is pathetic. Curtis Samuel, 4 receptions, 46. Christian McCaffrey, 4 receptions, 38. DJ Moore, 5 receptions for 38. Expect a lot more out of him. And as a first round pick, you expect a lot more out of him. Greg Olsen, at this point, is shot 2 receptions for 13. Jarius Wright, 2 receptions for 12. The Panthers need more guys at receiver. And I know they got young guys, so you kind of got to give them some time. But I think they need that big physical receiver who can go out there and get the 50-50 balls. Because they don't have that. They don't really have that. Greg Olsen, he's long in the tooth. He's dealt with so many ankle injuries. He's the first leaping ability and any kind of speed or athleticism. That's all gone. He just has great hands and is a great route runner. That's it. Defensively, none of them were. Luke Kuechly had an interception, whatever, but all of them were trash. It's just that simple. They were out of position on so many plays, and like I said, Kyle Shanahan's play design. You got to give the 49ers a lot of credit for the play designs, but the Panthers, and even when it got to a point in the game, guys were just standing around. They just kind of conceded the game. They were quitting. Ron Rivera, and I know at one point it was 34-13. This dude's still running the ball. He's a quitter. At that point, I'd rather them throw the ball. They turn it over. Who cares? At least you tried to come back. Dude's still running the ball when you're down 3 scores. Dude's nothing but a quitter. He's a scrub coach. He gets out-coached in most games the Panthers play in. But guys on the Panthers would always step up, even when he's on the hot seat. Dude's a scrub coach. You saw no change. The 49ers went to the hurry-up offense, and that works a lot against the Panthers. Because of guys like Ron Rivera, who's not preparing these guys for these games. Yeah, they practice. You can say they prepared, but hell, on the field, they didn't look prepared. And this is coming off a bye week. When you have an extra week to prepare for that team. And you go out there and look like that. I mean, all credit to the 49ers. They're pretty good. They're a really good team. And for them, the turnaround that they've had, especially on that defensive side of the football, is insane. A guy like Nick Bolt didn't see. That's why that's why you draft that type of talent, because that can turn your team around. Getting guys like Tevin Coleman, getting guys like D Ford, bringing in Emmanuel Sanders, who did have a touchdown in this game. That's gonna help them out going, later down the line and heading into the playoffs. Looking at some of the team stats, quickly get into this. Carolina's 2 of 13 on third down. San Francisco's 5 of 10. Penalties. Panthers 9 penalties, 70 yards. Really, really bad penalties. Really bad penalties. Some penalties that really hurt drives. You got an eligible man downfield. Of course, like holding. That you go 1st and 20 with the way your offensive line was blocking, the drive's over. The drive's over. You don't have, like I said, you don't have a dynamic quarterback who is going to be able to make big plays. So, penalties, just being completely unprepared defensively for what the 49ers had to offer, and turnovers. That's how you lose a game like this. You just get completely destroyed. The 49ers capitalize on essentially every turnover. So, that's how you get this 51-13 score at the end of the game. And, the Panthers, still got the Seahawks on the schedule. Still got the Packers on the schedule. Still got the Colts on the schedule. Who, as a team, they've played some good football. You still got the Saints twice. I don't have a lot of confidence in this team really doing anything. And at this point, I want Ron Rivera out of there. They need a new coach. They need a culture change. They need a coach who's going to go out there and make adjustments at halftime, make adjustments during the game. And you just don't see that, and it's been this way for years. And these players have saved his job so many times, especially a guy like Cam. But who knows when Cam comes back? I bet you they rethinking the Kyle Allen thing, though. Just saying. The guy, like I said, it's been the defense and it's been Christian McCaffrey. He probably had one good game, maybe two. one good game against the Cardinals. I'll give him that. That was a really good game by him. Against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that was good. That was a solid game as well. But other 3 games, and especially this one, not been good. This one in particular being horrible. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.